Hi friends and happy Wednesday. Today, all of our work is going to be around spaghetti. So we're going to read this story. It's George's Amazing Adventures, Spaghetti with the Yeti. I'm going to show you guys and model the sign for spaghetti or pasta. And then Mrs. W is going to hop on and she has a special activity that you guys could do at home with spaghetti. So, let's begin. Look at those big footprints. A boy called George had an excellent plan to go and discover the Yeti. He put in his backpack a warm woolly hat, a map, and a tin of spaghetti. Slowly, George climbed up a steep mountain path in search of the mythical beast, when he stumbled straight into a monster who was eating a sumptuous feast. "Hooray!" shouted George. "I knew you'd be here. I'm sure that you must be the Yeti." The monster stood up with a furious gaze. "Are you crazy? My name is Betty." You guys know how to sign monster. "So sorry, Betty," said George with a smile, "but I'm taking the Yeti some lunch." "In that case, you'll want to take some of these bones, for the Yeti likes food with a crunch." So George climbed up on the steep mountain path to track down the hideaway brute, when he stumbled upon a big monster with a face like a battered old boot. "Yippee!" shouted George. "I've tracked you down now. I've been searching so long for the Yeti." The monster glared down with the angriest growl. "How insulting! My name is Hetty." "So sorry, Hetty," said George with a sigh, "but I'm taking the Yeti a treat. In that case, you want to take some of these goats, for the Yeti likes food with a bleat." Or goats. So George trudged up on the steep mountain path, dragging the goat by her tail, when he spotted a shape in the distance and heard the most bone-chilling wail. "Hurrah!" shouted George. "At last, it is you! I've been looking so hard for the Yeti." The monster looked down with a horrible howl. "Are you bonkers? My name is Nettie." These monsters are silly looking. "So sorry, Nettie," sighed George, feeling glum, "but I'm taking the Yeti a snack. In that case, you'll want to take lobsters and crabs, for the Yeti likes food he can crack." So George plodded on up the steep mountain path. The difficult climb made him puff. Exhausted, he threw himself down on the ground. "That's it," he cried. "I've had enough." As George sat despondent, his head in his hands, a shadow fell over that place. He felt something hairy, a prod in the back, and then turned and peered up at a face! Oh my goodness. "I found you," cried George with a big happy grin, and he showed all his gifts to the Yeti. But the monster looked down at the crab and the goat and said, "Sorry, I just eat spaghetti." "I knew it," said George with a whoop of delight, and he opened the battered old tin. Then he tipped the spaghetti out into a bowl, and George and the Yeti tucked in. Slurp. Yum. Looks like George goes on a lot of different adventures. We'll have to check out some of those books soon. So, the sign for spaghetti is you're going to take your two pinkies, like so. And this is actually the sign for pasta, but spaghetti doesn't have its own sign. So you're going to take your two fingers and you're going to put them like this, and you're just going to kind of whoop, spaghetti. So that's actually pasta. So you just kind of make it look long. And I'm gonna add the actual video from Baby Sign Language as well so you guys can see her modeling it because she's been doing this a lot longer than I have. So,
Pasta, noodles, or spaghetti. All use the sign with your 2 pinky fingers and you just show a long strand of pasta. Pasta.
All right, friends, now that we've read Spaghetti with a Yeti and we've learned our sign, Mrs. W is going to hop on and show you guys a really cool activity that you could do with spaghetti. Hope you guys really enjoy and have a fabulous rest of your Wednesday. I miss you all. Please stay safe, stay healthy, wash those hands. Bye, friends.
Hi friends, it's Mrs. W here. Hopefully you had a good weekend and you're all staying healthy and you're eating well and getting out and getting some exercise. This morning I'm going to do a fun activity. First, I cooked some spaghetti. You'll have to get an adult to help you cook some spaghetti up. You rinse it and let it cool, and then I put it on a pan, or you can put it in a bowl, whatever you have handy, and we're going to practice our cutting skills with the spaghetti. You can cut big pieces, you can cut small pieces, and then when you're done, you can use them to make letters on a piece of paper or on a cookie sheet. That's what I'm going to do afterwards. I will use them to make maybe S's for spaghetti. So we're practicing our cutting skills. Spaghetti starts with the letter S, and then we can try and make S's out of the spaghetti. So have fun. I thought it was a fun activity. I hope you do too. I hope we see each other soon. Till then, take care. Bye, friends.